I'm going to log in with hobby. I prepared a lot with the Paulina puppet. So I'm now going to use the hobby. I'm going to go to a treasure island and I'm going to show you what I prepared. So I'm going to go over the island and I'm going to show you um, an amiibo, so we don't get Isabel this morning because we already played, because I prepared the island. I did also, I had already 6 villagers, including the camping site villager. So I bought 4 plots. I will show you a little bit where I put it. I put it 2 of them on a very small spot. And yeah, maybe it's 3 on a small spot. So this is going to be the camping site of hubby. I made some decorations. I gave him a picnic spot. I even gave him a tool bench that was yellow. We know that Ken is came on the hill, so he is there. This is one plot, and there is orange trees on the back and on the side. Six orange trees. If I want to have more orange trees, I can have always from the fruit that grows, because I needed a lot of fruit to remove all the trees from the island. There were a lot of trees. So this is the Christmas tree forest. So it's the Christmas tree like these. These trees are planted there. So that's going to be a forest. I am going to think about the fact that maybe I can send over some moss through mail. So this was the incliner that I should have paid off, and I've got. This is some extra decoration for the camping site, and these 2. And I put 3 trees, so it has some variation. I replanted some flowers here. There is a spot for the money trees here. Do I have a shovel? No. I'm not sure if I'm going to plant that. So only the flowers changed. There's a flower farm here that's mine. That's from Paulina puppet, from this puppet. And she has the pears as well, and there is room for vegetables. I didn't move the museum yet, but I do have a spot for that. I made a tulip farm here, and there's a cherry tree there, and there is still some space for some vegetables for own use. I'm going to use the white windflowers for the tailor shop. And Anthony, this puppet villager, is going to move by tomorrow. And he's going to move towards here. So he's going to be the owner of the peaches. And a little flower farm. And there is still space for a small vegetable farm for own use. So he doesn't get a stall for that. I know there are apples here, but there is already a separate apple farm, and there's not a lot of apple trees here. So this is going to be a pumpkin farm. and I put the green ones and yellow ones already separate, and those are the orange ones. I didn't make any decorations, then only moving flowers. So new flowers, these are mums. It's not really a flower farm. This is going to be more like a small vegetable farm. And I'm not sure if I'm going to just make one vegetable, but there's going to be a kleiner here, and then we still can go further up, and this is also going to be a small vegetable farm. Those two are going to be just organic vegetable farms. So I don't have a pole apparently, so then I need to go with the long way. And also the on top there is wind flowers, mums and wind flowers. So I do have a spot already for the museum that I'm going to use the museum because it's in the way of the front. I decorated you can change a little bit of the clothing color if I want that in the future. But in front of here I also have a small farm. I'm not so sure what kind of farm it's going to be, but there is room because this farm doesn't need to be that big, because this is the apple farm. And then I made a clothing wash space. These are wind flowers, and the museum is coming here between the trees. It's probably bigger than it should be, but here is going to be the museum, and I'm going to try to put other museum stuff that I get from Oliver. And there's a little bit of mums here. So I had a lot of trees and a lot of roses. So Ken is mostly in charge of the roses. There are other villages that have the roses, but he has cherries and roses. So I'm not so sure what kind of stall he's gonna get, if he's gonna get a cherry stall or a rose stall, because he is the only one that has cherries. So maybe I will pluck the cherries and put some cherries somewhere else. So the trees of tomorrow are already all planted. So all the trees I removed and I replaced those trees. The beaches I didn't do yet. So I'm not sure if I already can use an amiibo because I only have a tent. But if I can't have the amiibo with the hobby puppet, then I will go to show you the Treasure Island insert. I do want to have some furniture. I do want to have a bed in my tent, a normal bed. So that's why I'm going to a Treasure Island. Customization shop. Yes, I'm going to do that later on. I'm going to see if I have an amiibo. I don't have all the features that they have with the house. I'm going to let you read it by yourself. So there is amiibo. So I can show you an amiibo. I am going to invite, I think, a cranky cat. No, there is no Miles, but I can invite a camper. So now I'm going to see if I manage to do that. I'm going to let you read it by yourself. It's the explanation. Yes, I do want to use that. And if it's correctly, I can use my controller, because I'm playing on a little smart television. Okay, I think I need to do that again. Fail to read the amiibo. Would you like to try again? Yeah, try again. It says to go in between. Yes, I managed. And I want to invite him to the camping site. And I need to do that for 3 days if I want him. Yeah, it's a cranky cat. I don't mind the cranky. So if it's correctly, I have Tom on the camping site, but I forgot to read because I'm so busy talking on the video. Okay, I need to see if I managed. But that's how you do the amiibo. Yes. So I think he's going to ask for a furniture, a DIY furniture. And you need to do that for 3 days. It's a shame that they don't walk on the island, that they mostly only stay in the tent. A tiki torch. Want me to do that? So he's going to give you the recipe. If you don't have the recipe for the DIY, then they will give you the recipe. And hubby doesn't have a lot of recipes. Hubby only more or less only has a ladder. I hope I can make it. Let's craft. Oh, I first need to learn it. I do have a tiki torch on the island, but with the moved villagers, I put a tiki torch with him because I had that, but I can make one, so I don't need to steal one. All done. I do want to try to pay off the tent, the piece, but I don't want to build a house. And I do want to decorate the tent. Yes, I did. You're gonna have it. It is a different conversation than we normally have. So they have, with the updates, made some different conversations. Okay, he's gonna give me a wrestling uniform. I'm not so fond of that, so I am going to sell that. And I don't have a storage, so I'm not going to go overboard with all kinds of stuff. So they changed here and there the conversations that you have with the villagers or with the Omnibo or with the camping site uh, animals. And they did that because I think the demand on variation on the conversations was big. So now I am going to show you also. I am first going to see if I can put some stuff down, because I don't want to use everything. I'm going to put a... Oh, I don't want to wear that. I don't want to wear that. I think I have everything on again, yeah. What I do want is to put it as a decoration. Ah, keep pushing the wrong buttons. Pay attention. Place item. And I'm going to place also the t-shirt. I don't think I need to show it. No. I have a leaf statue. I am going to place that outside. The leaf statue from the puppet Paulina is in the house, but it's a nice statue. I can also make a nice, make it nice outside. I have a visitor. Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna leave it there. I have my big boy on my lap. My heavy big boy. Okay, I'm going to drop this down. This is what I got from the Pocket Paulina. I do need those materials for DIYing if I want to keep the camping site villager happy and to be able to live on my island. I need to be able to DIY. I can buy stuff in the Nook Penny, yeah, tools. So I don't really need to DIY with the hobby. I think I have some miles. I still need to have 1.5 mile, 1,000 mile, so 1,500. Now I need only 1,000, a little bit less than 1,000, but I'm just rounding it up. So that connection is there. Maybe if I go through all the apps, I will get the phone app. Oh yeah, I also need a design. So the designs that are made with the puppet Paulina are not being able to customize or change. See, those I can't change. This one I can change, and I only need to change one thing. I know that my hubby likes a lot of orange, so I'm going to make an orange field. If I can find a nice orange. I think then I'm going to take this orange. So I mostly make one color pieces because sometimes you want to have just one color. Orange. Orange. So I do try to have variations, but I also like the one color things, and I like also the clover things. And with time I will show you how to get patterns online. So I have the designer miles. So only need 450 more. I think I need to change my password. A passport, sorry. Passport A. Photo. Take a photo. Yes. A little bit up. Take a photo. I'm gonna use that one. I make a comment. Welcome. Because this is shown on feeds if you go on a treasure island or visit an island from a friend, then they can see that title. Right, discovered, down and out, hospitable, camper, because I have a tent for hubby. That will also give some miles, because I do want to pay all the fees, but it's probably just not enough. So I do need to have one more. And CJ's here. So I'm going to try to use if I manage, I'm going to show you the challenges that he has. I can sell food. I think I get miles from that too. But I can also make a message on the bulletin board. But let's try coconuts. 10 shells. I think I need 10. Only have 8. I think I also need 10 shells. So I'm not sure if I'm going to manage that. I do have 10 fruit now. Maybe I will find a bottle with a DIY. And I'm going to ask my husband some help with the treasure island insert, ejection. How many? 3, 5, 6, and oh, I also have 10 shells. So maybe I get some miles from that. I'm going to take a cat. I'm going to take Kiki, and I already have the plots because I prepared those plots. I am not sure which plot she's going to occupy because I think that is random. And I'm not sure if we manage, but there is a place for them, for her. And Kiki is one of my favorite cats and villagers. So I do have Miles. So I showed you the injection of the amiibo. So you need to have invite that puppet 3 times. I still need to have a conversation with him about the fact that he is welcome. Yes, that's the telephone. So I do now have the fees. And apparently I don't have the fruit. I have the, oh, pick a bunch. I do have, and okay, but I have enough. I am going to talk again to the camping site visitor, the amiibo, because I think I didn't talk enough with him. And if you have a camping site visitor, they also going to play a game with you with high card or low card or black and red. It's a little gambling game. So I think I need to talk more. So I'm not sure. I think you like to live here. Then live here. See, you need to invite him more. So now I finished the conversation about him moving. And if you invite him 3 times, then he will move on the empty plot. If I'm going to the treasure island and my husband injected Kiki, then Kiki will occupy one of the plots as well. So to which treasure island do we want to go? To Festivus. Festivus has I do want to have bells because I do want to go and buy once in a while a new outfit, and then I will sell the old one because I don't have any storage. I want to fly, we already know that. And we're going to play online, and it will take a little bit longer because we need to agree still on things because it's the first time that he flies. Not all of it because he already visited an island. Okay, I already agreed upon the online things through a dodo code, and I really want to go to Festivus, and I really want Kiki. 1. Y. C. B. W. 3. 8. He's talking in Dutch to me. Dus if you hear him on the microphone, and he speaks Dutch. Yes, Festivus. Festivus is also a material island. Let's fly. I am going to look if they have a nice bed, because there's DIY stuff. And I do want to decorate the tent. And what I have that I don't want in the tent, I get a visit from a big male Maine Coon, and he is going to talk into the microphone. No? You're not gonna say anything? You're gonna lay down? My big boy. He's a really big boy. And he's so friendly. He's really super friendly. He's really a friend of everybody. If you're nice to him and your energy is good, then he will love you right away. The other one, my female Maine Coon, and they're both sterilized, so there's no kittens coming. But my female Maine Coon is very scared, and yeah, she was older when we picked her up, and she was in a lot of pain when we picked her up because of the genetic flaw with the teeth. Okay, I am going to see on the map, because this is the map of the treasure island, and then I can see where Kiki is. So she is the 5th house on the left side from the airport. So it's really weird to walk on air. Did I now count? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this looks like Kiki's house. So I'm going to see if she wants to live on my island. And this is how you insert or inject on an open plot. If I manage, at one point, if the conversation goes well, yes, if you get the yellow balloon, then your conversation goes well, and then you can inject her on your island, on the one of the open plots. I don't know which one she's coming in, but she will take one of the open plots. I think we already played for half an hour, so I am going to wander a little bit over the treasure island, and then I will go home. Don't use the minus button, and she will come to our island. It's all arranged. So with the treasure island, it goes fast, and you can choose which villager you want. But this is the only time that we're going to do that. And we're also going to finish the amiibo, the 3 times amiibo, and then we're going to see who is going to end up in the camping site. Do they only have the log and the ice? I think they only have the log. I think I can have a bed. I'm not sure if I can place the couch, but I do going to take the couch. And I can't put any decorations. It's possible that there's more. I am going to take yellow, orange, and yellow gnome because of the orange that my husband likes, and yellow because of its scent. It's a nice decoration. It's nice also have poppy decorations because they move, and in the future they also will be. I'm taking the barrel and I'm going to take some bells. I don't have a lot of pocket room and I don't have a storage, so I'm not going to go overboard. So I have some bells now to play around with, but I'm not going to go overboard. I'm going to fill up one time my wallet. I am going to take some meat tickets. We should also have fish bait, but I'm not sure where they have that. And I'm going to fill up my pockets with wheat because that's miles. It's a little bit of cheating. I do find this a bit of cheating. I'm very honest about that because it gives me miles. I'd rather have some fish bait. So I'm going to, with the hobby, I'm more or less cheating by taking those weeds. You can also DIY with them and then you get more bells, but if you sell it, you get miles. So if I'm back on my island, I will stop the video. So I showed you how to do the amiibo, and I showed you through a treasure island how to get a villager on your island that you can choose yourself and pick up on the treasure island. But you do need to have an open spot for those villagers. If you don't have an open spot, you can't get a villager through the treasure island. And with the amiibo, you can always have the 3 days of the amiibo, and then afterwards you can choose if it goes on the plot or that you replace one of the villagers. So then you can choose and your villager through the amiibo, and you can also choose which villager will go. I'm not going to let go one of the villagers right now because I first want to take their photographs on Harvey's Island, because we didn't go to Harvey's Island either yet. So I do want to have the posters. So I am going to take the photographs to get the posters. And with being French, you also can get a photo from the villager themselves. But I never did that actually, and I'm not sure how to get those. So I have some decoration, but I'm going to stop the video and I will show you next time how I decorated the tent. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.